Merry Christmas, everybody, to Wombles everywhere, big and small, round and green. I'm a Womble, and you're a Wombling good time. Thank you, and good night.
He was good, wasn't he?
Well, it depends what you mean by good, I suppose.
He seemed to have a lot of different accents.
He's an impressionist.
You mean he's a painter?
A painter? Him? Do you think he could do my front room?
That gives you some idea of why he was so great. And those of you who listened to that episode, you'll remember the prophetic ending that came from the lips of Mr. Nodder.
He suffered and he died, and he was a lot more talented than you. But the tap water did for him.
What on earth are you talking about, Nodder?
Perhaps you should meet him. Maybe that'll change your mind.
What's his name?
Mike Yarwood.
Of course, Mike died, so we weren't able to involve him as much as we'd like to, but what does remain is Mike Yarwood's...
Take one.
What does remain is Mike Yarwood's last interview, and we're going to listen to that right now.
Take one.
And we're going to play that to you right now. All right, so Mr. Mike Yarwood, it's a great pleasure to be here, not just for you, but for me as well, as a huge fan of everything that people like you do, and it's so good to have you on the show. Thank you.
Well, I can actually say it's a bit of a thrill of mine to be on your radio show rather than my own, because I don't have one. But it would be, it would be stunning of me if I wasn't just to say that it's not about you or me. It's about all of us enjoying, mocking people in the public eye. Like Roger Moore once said to me, hello, I'm James Bond, and I'm Roger Moore. And that's what he said to me.
Can I just stop you there for a minute, Mike? Because what you just did, I think, is going to delight the viewers, because you have this ability, don't you, to just become somebody completely different. And for a moment, I actually thought that I was talking to Roger Moore in the room. Is this an affliction of yours, Mike, or could anybody do it?
Well, not everybody could do it. I mean, Kenneth Williams, of course, will go, "Oh no, matron," if he was here. And he had what he said to me once when we met in the street.
Mike, I don't know if you're aware of this, but you just illustrated perfectly what I was talking about then. It's a really phenomenal skill that you've got. No wonder you went into the entertainment industry. Is it something that you would do normally?
Well, to be honest, what is normal? I mean, Michael Caine came up to me once and said, "Hello, my name is Michael Caine," which ironically it is, because my name is Mike Yarwood and not Michael Caine. Oi, I told you, leave those blooming doors alone. And you know what? We did.
That is phenomenal. The audience are going to love that. Now, tell me, Mike, I know some of your favourite impersonations are, for instance, people like Al Pacino.
Yes, well, Al Pacino said to me, hoo-ha! And that's my two favorite vowel sounds. So, what you must remember about Al is he can do it in reverse. Ha-hoo! Which is something he'll never be able to take back.
That's phenomenal, Mike. So when you started off, you were in Clubland, weren't you? You were just a struggling performer. Tell us a little bit about those days. It must have been hard for you not having an act like the ones that yours is.
Yes, well, to be honest, those days were quite tough and tough like a spy. And, someone came up to me and he said, "Hello, my name's Sean Connery and I play James Bond." And I said, "Well, I'm Mike Yarwood, but you've got a unique voice. Well, she said, "Don't impersonate me. Whatever you do, don't do that." And sadly I did, and here we are now.
Mike, that is why we've got you on the show. Anecdotes like that. You really have lived the star life, haven't you? The life of a Hollywood actor, more or less, because you've actually been around the rich and famous, haven't you, Mike?
Yes, well, the lot of rich and famous people live a rock star lifestyle. I mean, I met Mick Jagger, and he went, Mick Jagger. I think he was having a stroke at the time. And then there was David Bowie, and I trod on his toe, and he went, so, we didn't speak again.
Mike, that is amazing. I feel like I'm with so many different people in this room, but can I just ask, who is the real Mike Yarwood?
Well, I was walking down the street and I saw Mike Yarwood, and he went up to me and went, "Hi, I'm Mike Yarwood." And that's how it is, really. I mean, you can't really impersonate yourself. I mean, you could, if you did, you were John Wayne, you might say, "Get off your horse and drink your milk." And I'm lactose intolerant, so that's just not happening.
Mike, there have been some criticisms, I could say, of you, and I have to mention this, that you're not very good. Now, one thing that I would say to oppose that is that it's not about being good. It's about being there, being you, being Mike Yarwood. And as you always say at the end of your shows, this is me.
Yes, and I mean, that is you saying this is me. I mean, sometimes I'd find myself in a bit of a rum do, and I'd say, what does this rum do? And someone would say, "Oh, if you got rid of the rum, that's Pirates of the Caribbean."
Yes.
It's a new one.
You are so good at keeping up to date with all the new characters. Is that difficult when you see somebody new come along?
Well, do you mean a new impersonator? Because I do quite a good impersonation of John Coleslaw doing Tom Baker.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. So he goes, "Oh, well, you see, I'm Tom Baker, but actually I'm John Coleslaw doing, well, you see, Tom Baker." And it doesn't sound anything like Tom Baker, but it sounds a lot like John Coleslaw. I'm not bitter about other people's impersonations, but no one wants to see my John Pertwee because I haven't got one.
Yes. You see, you must have a very varied home life. Your wife must wonder who she's married to some of the time. Has that ever caused a problem?
I'm not saying that I've ever brought impersonations into the bedroom. One time, though, she did say, direct me in a famous way. And I went, good evening. That's Alfred Hitchcock. Yeah.
Yes.
My wife's a bit of a psycho, so thank you. I was winking just then.
Yeah. I
Good
just
evening.
want to say we've learned so much. Thank you so much for coming on the show. It was great to see you the other night performing at the Low Self-Esteem. It was one of your best performances, apart from the Jim Davidson Gulf War tribute. It was an honour, sir.
Well, thank you, and this is me saying thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.